Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video. Yes, I know it's been a while, but if you are new, thank you for joining. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Yes, I know it's been a while, but let me tell you something. Being a child care provider, trying to balance business in your personal life, it's not easy. So that's why I just love to constantly express everything that I go through, what goes on, because you can understand why sometimes I take breaks. I don't want to be taking breaks like this because I know you guys love when I post videos, but I just got to keep it real with you guys. But look here, it's been a while, okay? I don't want you guys to keep waiting. Let's get started. If you don't know me, my name is Mecca. I'm a child care provider. I've been running my child care business out of my home. October will be 12 years. On my channel, my goal is to inspire somebody. I like to explain all the obstacles that I went through. I try to share it so maybe it can be some obstacles that you can know what to do if you run across it. So that's why I do what I do. When I got into it, I had nobody. I asked people questions. Nobody would not help me at all. I know how it feels to be on the back burner. I know how it feels to be, oh, I'm going to call you back. Oh, I'll let you know. Oh, hold on one second. Just let me answer this call, but never click back over. Yeah, I've been through all of that. So you don't have to worry about that over here. I'm an open book. And I'm going to pour into you because I love to see my people win. But so in this video, I will be talking about what they don't tell you about running a daycare. The number one thing I noticed that child care providers do not talk about, but I've seen and witnessed and experienced running a business and being broke. No money. And I'm going to explain to you why a lot of providers hit these points in their life with this business. So, the first one, hiring help without the income. You start your business and the first thing you think about is help, not what you can do by yourself, not looking at what you can manage, but it's, oh, I'm about to open my daycare. Oh yeah, you know, people going to be coming to you. You hiring, come on, I'll get you a job. Come on. You know, some people be excited and everything, just ready to give out a job. You didn't even count your pockets. You didn't even sit down at the table yet and go over your budget to even know if you could even fit that in. You didn't do any of that. I noticed when you start off like that, it really takes you down the wrong road because you didn't really take the time to sit down and really focus on what you really need to focus on. Making sure that you are straight first before you can pull anybody else in, because all you're doing is pouring from an empty cup, basically, is how I'm going to put it. And then also hiring family and friends. Normally hiring family and friends does not go well. Why? Because you will have them looking at you as a cousin, sister, friend, instead of being their boss. They're going to be like, you can tell them what task that needs to be done, and they will take their time. And, you know, a lot of them, they don't like to follow rules, and they feel obligated. And it's like, oh, come on, cuz I'm going to get to it. You know, they'll come to you away as far as not taking you serious. You know, and a lot of people will feel obligated. I'm just being honest. And also, they do not respect boundaries. And you know what I've noticed? I noticed that when you hire family and friends, some people does not have the strength to say, well, you know, I have to let you go. The ratio of kids is low, so I can't afford to pay you. They will literally go broke. Go broke trying to pay their staff. But then what does that leave you? It leaves you with nothing. And then you try your best trying to figure it out when it's already figured out. If you are not in a position to pay, then you have to let them go. It's business. Take your feelings out of it. Because if they're working somewhere else, what's going to happen? Oh, the ratio is low. They're going to let them go, right? And they're going to go find another job. But they're going to go do what they have to do. So why do you have to have your back against the wall just because you're not in a position to pay? Why do you have to feel bad because you're not able to pay them? Yeah, you can have feelings in it, but look here, this is a business. This is what comes with it. And it's a lot of providers that does that. They will turn around and they're constantly trying to pay, and they don't have nothing. It leads you to miserable. It leads you to sad. It leads you to neglecting things around you. It leaves you in a position where you're not even focusing on what's important to you because you're so busy focusing on what's in front of you, the business, your staff, not realize who's standing behind you. Hurts your own family. But at the end, what about you? You got some that feel like they shouldn't take the cut. Regardless of how many kids that you have in your daycare, they feel like that their pay should stay the same. Yes, I've seen it. I've heard it. I've experienced it. You will have some staff that don't want you to hire nobody because they're going to look at the fact, oh, you got somebody else coming in that you're taking money from them. First of all, that's not your business. It's not your business. But I'm telling you guys what I've experienced and what I know. And then they will start some type of commotion to try to get the other employee out the door. So you're trying to save all this time for yourself so you won't have to do much. But the whole time you going broke just to try to get a break. How are you able to manage a business with no money? You got to have money to manage the business. You have to pour into your business. Because what happens if it's a rainy day? And let me say this. Another thing that will lead to providers being broke is when they have staff and they're trying to pay their staff and they don't have anything, right? You have nothing to save. No savings, anything, but you run a transportation. Your vehicle break down. Now your vehicle broke down. You have no money to get it fixed. And I'm telling you now that a lot of parents will snatch their kids out real quick as soon as your transportation go down. You can say 3 days or 2 days. No, they're not going to wait. They're going to go head on. But if you wasn't sitting there paying all that money out, you'll be able to put yours in the shop and it won't be no long time frame. It can be, it's going in the shop today. It'll be back on there tomorrow. But just because you don't have any financial stability, now you don't know when can you get your things together. And not just that, you went from riding to walking to catching a bus. Or you have to ask for help and now you can't even get it. Yeah. And this is why you got to make sure that you take care of yourself first because you have a business. Does not mean that you need to pull everybody in that you know, trying to put them on. And the whole time you knocking yourself off because you ain't got nothing to feed yourself or nothing left. You neglecting you and your family. It don't work like that. And I'm here to tell you that because I care. And nobody told me. If you fit that description while you watching this video, it's time to start putting yourself first and making sure that you're okay. Because I want to say something. You matter too. Okay? Your family matter. Your kids matter. Choose you. You don't want to go down that road because it's not a good road at all. It really will lead to depression. I'm telling you. And then it will make you weak to the point you don't even have the strength to say, oh, I'm sorry, I have to let you go or I have to cut your days. No. The more love you pour into you, the less you will take because you will be more cautious about your feelings. Moving right along. Going broke trying to look successful in your business. Okay, now, here's the deal. I know how it can get. Social media can be very misleading. You know, you got some people show all the good. You never see the bad. You never see if they go through anything, how they got there. You just see the ending. You don't see the beginning. You can look at your class and you can say, oh man, I like her class or her class, and I don't like how mine look. And you feel like that you need to upgrade your class based on somebody else's classroom setup. It's okay to get inspired. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to get inspired, but don't feel down about it. Because have you took the time to ask them, how long did it take for you to get your class to this? What did your class look like when you first started? Those are questions that can be asked, and you will be surprised of the stories that you will hear. You just do what you can. Keep providing quality care, believing in God, trusting the process, and you will be surprised where it will take you. Holidays. Now, holidays comes around. You want to do things for your classroom. You know, you might have about 10, 12 kids, and you want to buy everybody something. If your budget don't fit it, you can't do it. Don't go broke trying to do that. Oh yeah, I did that. Like I said, I'm an open book. I don't feel embarrassed. I'm going to say exactly what I've been through. I'm just being honest with you guys. Yes, don't go broke doing that. Because what are you going to do when it's all over? It feels good when you can do something for your students. It's nothing wrong with that. Only when you can. When it's in your budget. You can just do like arts and crafts or something like that pertaining to the holiday, birthdays. Even if you got to get 12 cupcakes and everybody get a cupcake, put a candle in it, a child will feel special. They will feel special. You might want to go buy this because you know you're so happy, you love kids and your heart's so big. Yes, you have a big heart, but do you have big pockets? Your pockets might be small. But pouring into that child, pouring that love up in them, they won't forget that. They will remember that way faster than the gift. Because why? It's about how you made that child feel. Kids don't forget. So I just want to say that. Decorating your classroom. Providers will go broke buying this, buying that. You know, it's so many things, especially when you're new in it. Oh, I used to just go to Lakeshore. I shop everywhere. Lakeshore, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. All these, wherever I go, I'm buying something. Just because I'm like, oh, I can get this. And you know, a lot of the things that you buy for your class, you're not even really teaching. You're not teaching with it. You have stuff in plastic. It's just piling up, piling up. You have a storage full of all type of items. Just because it's for your classroom and you love it, and the excitement. The excitement will put you in a position to overspend. You want to get things that you know that you are going to use. Things that will be useful in your classroom. You know, you don't want to overspend unless you're working on getting a building, expanding, and you just putting things to the side. Yes. You actually sat back and look in your classroom and notice a lot of these things I haven't even opened or even talked with. Kids even play with. That right there will open your eyes on how you just spending money just because of excitement. So you want to be cautious with that. Your job is to make sure the kids are safe, fed. Everything else is extra when you can. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. You don't have to feel bad just because you're not able to. You don't know what God got in store for you. You don't know. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. Go at your pace. This is not a race. It's a marathon. And you got this, okay? I'm telling you now. Look at me. You got this. Respect your business enough to charge what it's worth. This is not a babysitting business, okay? You want to charge accordingly. Yes, the way child care pays. I'm in Chicago, so we go off Action for Children. And the way they pay, you know we have the right to even charge a little more than what they pay us. Because I'm not going to lie, in my opinion, yes, we are underpaid. Yes, we are underpaid. Because if you provide care for a child for 5 hours, it equals full time. And say, for example, they're paying you $40 for those 5 hours, and you keep that child for 12 hours, you're going to get that same $40. There's nothing extra just because you pass 5 hours. So if you know that you offer more than what the next does and you want to charge more for your service, do it. Don't feel bad because, oh, Miss Johnson over there said, oh, that's too much. You got to keep in mind, everybody can't afford you. Just like everybody is not going to do what you're going to do in your business. That's why I say charge accordingly. They'll go to Target and pay those prices, right? They'll go to Walmart and pay those prices. If they complain, they're not going to go to the register and complain. They're going to complain right up under their breath. But if it's you, they're going to complain right in your face. Respect your business enough to charge what it's worth, okay? I've seen providers feel guilty for charging more. Even though they know it's worth more, but they feel guilty. They will literally go lower just because they are afraid that the parent will go somewhere else, not realizing no child is guaranteed. Everybody has a certain time frame they are going to be with you. Anything can happen. Jobs, parent moved, whatever the case may be. You have providers who are afraid to say no just because they want to keep the kids. When at the end of the day, you're supposed to continue to market. Never stop marketing. Even when you are full to capacity, build that waiting list up because you can have 12 kids today and you can have 8 kids tomorrow. But you can go to that waiting list and refill those 4 slots right back up. Never stop marketing your business, okay? Promote, 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 okay? Not budgeting properly. That goes for your bills, supplies, personal life, whatever you got down in your list, because everybody's life is different. You have to come up with a financial plan. Without a solid financial plan, money gets spent faster than it comes in. I've learned that. I'm telling you. I will turn around and know that I got this chunk coming in, and the next thing you know it's gone real quick. Do you know that it's a lot of providers, get paid here in Chicago? Providers get paid like the second week of the month. And a lot of them will be broke the third week and trying to figure out how they're going to survive within the next 2 weeks. Because why? Paying staff, pouring into their business, loaning out money, whatever the case may be. They keep pulling from them, spreading themselves thin. It happens to a lot of us. I was one of those providers. You will put money in your savings and you taking it right back out. Why? Because you have not sat down with your pen and paper, mapping out your bills and your personal life. How can you save something you don't have? You save what you have left. That's how you know. So therefore, you will not go back in your savings, pulling it back out, transferring it right back to your checking. Save what you have left, what you can afford to save. Not everything you have left, but what you can afford to save. Next, inconsistent enrollment. You got kids age out. They leave at 3 years old because why? The parents had you to care for them from an infant all the way to 3, and they are going to the big school. They're going to preschool. And so now you had them from a baby on up, and now they're ready for their children to learn. So that's another way that you will end up having a low ratio, especially if you do not teach. Part-time care. Normally, part-time care actually do not kind of like last long. From what I experienced, I normally just really like to get full-time kids. But if I can fit part-time in and it does not interfere with what the hours are already taken, then I'll take part-time. But I really prefer like full-time. Transportation, that's another thing that will make it inconsistent enrollment, because from what I've experienced, the children who are being transported from home to daycare from daycare to home seem like they last longer. Now, the ones who get transported to school and back to daycare, for some reason, I don't know, but it'd be a lot going on with that. Because when you transport from the schools, first of all, transport from schools can get kind of hectic due to traffic, due to can't get to the next route in time, because you will have people that will be pulling up. They will not move their car. They park. They jump out. So it's a lot that goes on. Me personally, transporting to school, from school, I don't do anymore. I do not do anymore because it just takes a lot. And I try to have my business to run as smoothly as possible. Next, lack of business knowledge. No marketing skills. Once full, stop promoting. Enroll in large families. And the reason why I say that, because I've seen providers to enroll a family of 6, 7 and have all those 7 kids and now all the slots filled. She take her kids out, whoop, down to 0. Yeah, that's a big deal right there. A lot of providers do not like to enroll large families because of what happens when they have to depart. Not paying your taxes. You got to pay your taxes because they will come for you, okay? The IRS, I don't play with them. I've experienced on the IRS, yes, $40,000 that I had to pay them. Because why? Because if you don't pay them, they will come and snatch your business. You got to make sure you pay your taxes, even if you pay quarterly taxes. Whatever it is, whatever you're making, you want to pay quarterly taxes. Pay your taxes. You don't want to end up thinking you about to get paid and then your checks getting snatched. Pay your taxes. Not in license compliance, not doing what you need to do, not keeping up with your paperwork, not doing it with the food program. You're constantly getting in trouble. You know, that's affecting your business. Because why? When you're not running your business properly or by the standards, that's going to affect your money. Okay? Because you might have to close or on the verge of getting shut down or on a strike. Next, trying to make as much money as you can leads to burnout, overworking yourself, emotional exhaustion, no backup support system, neglecting your health. How can you make money when you're sick? You can't. You operating so many hours. I used to operate 18 hours a day, you guys. I will be open at 6 a.m. I'm getting up at 5, open at 6. I'm closing at midnight. I'm not really going to sleep until 1 o'clock. I'm back up again at 5. We're talking about running off 4 hours of sleep Monday through Friday. What is that, like 20 hours within 5 days? Saturday and Sunday come, what I'm doing, I'm just sleeping all day. Burnouts. Too tired to even spend the money. Let me say this. Even though that you are licensed from 6 a.m. to midnight, that does not mean that you have to operate your business from 6 a.m. to midnight. If you want to run your business from 6 a.m. to 4, you have the right to do that. Okay? You have those other slots available if you want to make any changes later on down the line. But just because you open for them hours, you're licensed for those hours, you don't got to operate all those hours. You want to put some time in for yourself, for your mental health, for your family. I've seen this type of business broke up marriages, families broken, kids hurting. My kids was hurting. Thank God that my family loved me so much that they didn't turn against me. But they did feel neglected, and I definitely had to fix that. I have videos of my kids begging me to be just with them. Like, it's no joke. It all starts right here. A lot of people jump in it too just for the money. All money ain't good money. I want to say this. Yes, I get calls, but do I accept every enrollment that comes my way? No, I do not. Because I have to make sure that it's a good fit for my business. Everybody won't be a good fit, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially when they read my handbook. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of strict. You know what? I ain't even going to say kind. I'm strict. Because my rules are my rules. I used to go back on my word. I don't do that anymore. So you want to stand 10 toes down for what you stand for. Don't burn yourself out. I'm going to give you a quick story about this provider. So she had her home. She never would take off a doctor's appointment. She just kept neglecting herself, constantly having a headache, right? And it come to a time where she couldn't take it no more. Went to the doctor. She had this beautiful home, got her center, and she never made it back home. Never made it back to her business. And she neglected herself for everything that she had. Her business came before her. Until the point it took her out, and you do not want that to be you. May her soul rest in peace. But it's some sad stories, I'm telling you. I know providers who right now, they cry because they wish they would have done better. They wish they would have chose them. And you know, you want to make sure that you take care of you. Because what if you have to close or anything? What if you want, when it's time to take a vacation, you don't have anything? So a lot of providers be broke. They don't have anything. So I'm here to say, don't pour from an empty cup. Don't give just because you got. Because you got to make sure that you're good. Yes, it feels good to be able to run your business. It feels good to be able to help. But help you first. You keep helping you, you're going to watch yourself grow. And I'm going to tell you, when I start saying no, I promise you my life has changed. I feel amazing. My health, it's a priority. I'm telling you, you will feel better. Your happiness level will be all the way up here. Because my happiness level is all the way up here. I can't even reach it. It's so high. Because I feel good that I chose me. But I want to say, when I did choose me, a lot of people turned their back on me. And I am okay with that. Because I'm over here smiling. And I want to see you smile. I want to see you choose you. And me going through everything, and I want to say this. This is why it pays to have a strong handbook in place. You will dodge a lot of obstacles that I've ran into. I will put the link to my handbook in the description if you don't have one. Mine, it's everything up in it. It's just showing you what my policies are. And I have over 55 policies. I've been in business almost 12 years. So yes, it's been a lot. I've been through a lot. But I tell you one thing. I've had parents to read my handbook, me going over with them. I had some to say, oh yeah, you're strict. Oh, I respect you, but I'm good. Thank you. That's what I say. Thank you. Because you just saved me a headache that I don't need. Because I'm trying to be as healthy as I can be. Pour into you. Make sure that your cup is full. Okay? Don't neglect your family. Because it don't feel good at all. Make sure that you are good. Do what you can in your business when you're able to. Don't feel bad. Keep trusting God. Keep trusting the process. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this is not a race, it's a marathon. And I believe in you. And I know you got this and you can do it because I want to see you succeed and you will succeed. And I'm speaking overflow over you and your business right now as you're watching this video. If you have any more topics you would like for me to talk about, you can drop them right in the comments. And also I want to say I apologize again for taking so long. But you guys, I had to get me together and my health. I'm much better now. And this is what I was talking about. I had to say no. I'm okay with saying no. You have to be okay with saying no. The more comfortable you are with saying no, the less, you know what, you will take. More happier your life will get. I need for you to run your business. Don't let your business run you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so therefore you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So like I always say, be blessed, don't stress. See you guys in my next video. Bye.